Hello, beautiful souls. Here is our collective message of the day. So remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. But if you found this reading, you are meant to be here. The energy surrounding this is we are being asked to put faith and put trust into the universe. Things right now feel very out of whack. We don't feel like we can see the bigger picture, hence the treasure. Treasures are usually hidden and they're buried. And when treasures are buried, right, we have to go looking for them. What this is saying is look within. So it's right on top of the turtle, but we need to go within. Turtles always go within. So we need to go within ourselves to find the answers. And I know that's a very frustrating thing to hear. I myself am going through this whole energetic, I'm going to call it bullshit because I feel it is bullshit. What I do like is the fact that it's a number 9, which is everything is coming to an end so that way we can have new beginnings. And look at it as the things that are being hidden from you at this point in time are leading you to bigger, better, greater things. And what happens when you find a treasure chest, right? Even if there is not a lot of treasure in there, or if there's just one little token in there, it's super exciting to see what that is and where that's come from and what kind of journey that's been on, right? And that's kind of what the universe is doing, is it's taking us through a journey. And you guys are probably seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities, which if you notice, 18 turns into a 9, which we had a 9 over here. And when you see the signs and the synchronicities, I feel a lot of you, because this is exactly how I'm feeling. A lot of you are putting in too much thought into what they're meaning. What is the meaning behind this? What's the meaning behind that? What's the meaning with this? What's the meaning with that? Sometimes we're not meant to know the meaning. She's trying to reach for this clover and she's kind of going to fall short. She's going to end up, that cord's going to cut and she's going to fall. And it's all about us trusting that the universe is not going to throw us into a situation that is not meant for us. And if it does throw us into a situation like that, then it's meant as a lesson for us, right? So if it's a lesson for us, what are we supposed to learn from it? Does that mean that we are not in alignment with the path that we're supposed to be on? Very, very well could be. That's very much in the energy. Because with no place like home, nobody's home sits, high up in the clouds like this. And with this being a 5, this is all about change. So this can be a change literally in your home situation. This could be a change in, I don't feel so much career right now. I do feel a lot of relationships are going through a lot of change. And remember what I've talked about between relationships and partnerships. So you could be displaced within other relationships, such as, friendships, co-workers, family, all of that. There's a very strong feeling of displacement. And when we feel displaced, we're kind of walking around going, which way do we go? And then when we don't have those answers, we tend to get into our head. Well, if you're up here, you can't be in your head and try to walk out the door because you're going to fall right down. And it's the never-ending cliff. So try not to get into your head too much, and I need to take my own advice on that one. With being flexible. Okay, so now we're coming to, a 9 and a 1, which is a 10. 10 is the dead end that leads to a new beginning. Be flexible. Be flexible in the roads that are being shown to you, because you've got 2 different paths, right? So there's 2 different paths here, and which way do you want to go, right? So again, it's like the Wizard of Oz. She had to start at the beginning, and then when she got at a crossroads, she came in contact with somebody who was like, hey, why don't you go this way? And then, you know, the conversation from there was like, you know, hey, well, let's go together. Let's go on this journey together. I do feel for a lot of you that somebody will come into your life that'll be a catalyst for you to go on this journey with you and help you to look within and to help you see things. You're also meant to help this other person as well. So you guys are supposed to collaborate together, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a partnership or, you know, a relationship or anything like that. It's just somebody that's meant to help show you different perspectives. And be willing to accept the fact that somebody is coming into your life to exchange perspectives, exchange your individual gifts. So you guys are all individually gifted in your own ways, right? We all are. So when that happens, you give this person a different perspective on their gifts, as well as you get a new perspective on your own gifts, which is a beautiful thing. And dancers have to be very flexible. That I know firsthand. I used to be a dancer, you know, and a dancer as far as a ballet dancer. So, and with cats are very spiritual and they're very, very lucky. I almost feel like some of you have been coming across cats randomly, kind of going, what does this mean? I had that happen to me a few years ago, where random cats would just kind of show up and they would just stand right in my path and they would stare at me. And it was very close to a time where that period of my life was coming to an end, and I needed to end that cycle and go into a new cycle. So I feel like that is something that's going on for quite a few of you, because it's the main energy that's here. And the final card out is go the distance. Be willing to look at the long view. Don't look at things in the short view. Look at things in the long view, because if you look at things long range, right, you can see the bigger picture. That's kind of what all of this is talking about, is looking at the bigger picture, because right now we are so self-focused on what is it that the universe is trying to tell us, and we're being hyper-focused on that. And if we're hyper-focused on that, we're not able to look at the bigger picture, and we need to look at the bigger picture. When we look at that, we can turn around and go, oh, okay, got it. And things will start to make more sense. And then I'm not going to say that you hit your finish line, because we never hit a finish line. There's always more work to be done. There's always more things that can be done, etc., so forth, you know, so on and so forth. But with it being right underneath the, you know, no place like home, when there's no place like home, you go in a new direction, right? So when you feel displaced with all of this, you go in a new direction. It's time for cycles to end and new cycles to begin. Hopefully this reading was helpful for you guys. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe, and you guys have a beautiful day.